I'm a police officer, and it was on March 16th of 2014. My partner and I were trying to catch up to a drunk driver. My partner was driving. He lost control of the vehicle, and we crashed. I broke a lot of bones, but one of the things that also was broken was my 4 teeth. And the doctor said I could go wherever I wanted. And so I went to Alan. And I called first, and I asked Lorraine, if they accepted workman's compensation for payment. And she said, well, no, Mark, I don't think so, but because it's you, I think we might. And the phone rang 30 seconds later, and it was Alan. And Alan said, Mark, it's not your place to decide, that information. He said, your job is to get well. You come to me and I'll take care of this. Mark, he said, you need work. We have to put caps on your teeth, but I'm not going to touch you right now. And I kind of thought, well, why won't he fix my mouth? And he said, because you need a day without pain. He waited another month and a half or 2 months, and he did my crowns, and he did them all at one time. And we were done. For that, I'm eternally grateful. My wife actually called them and said, because I had a doctor's appointment to get my teeth cleaned. And so Alan actually stopped what he was doing and came down to the hospital. He actually came and sat with me. I don't know how long he was there, probably a couple hours, knowing Alan, but that's just the type of person that he is.
Well, Dr. Wong's clinic, I call them my second family because I love Dr. Wong and I love the people that are in his office. I've known many of them for over 25 years. And we've walked through many aspects of our own personal lives together and shared them and shared our common love for our spiritual relationships, and that has forged a bond that will always be there. So I'm very comfortable and I'm at home when I go there, which is unusual for a dentist. Dr. Wong is my friend, and he cares for me. And there aren't many people who care for you in a professional relationship as Dr. Wong does. And I've not heard him treat any other patient any differently than he treats me, and I've been there many, many times for long periods of time.
The day before I was supposed to start high school, I crashed on my bike and knocked 3 of my front teeth out and shattered the roof of my mouth, broke my jawbone, broke this bone that goes, my cheekbone that goes from my eye down. It happened at 10:30 at night, and we called Dr. Wong, and he met us at the office, and we were there until about 1:30 in the morning. He had to pull another tooth that was traumatized from the crash and had to remove some bone out of the roof of my mouth, get that all back together so that he could get me all fixed up. He really knew what he was doing and knew what he wanted for the long run instead of just trying to get me a temporary fix.
He tries hard to keep as much of your normal teeth as he can. And where others want to pull a tooth, do an implant, Alan's worked, there's probably been about 5 teeth that he's saved that others probably wouldn't have. And I feel very comfortable there, and we talk about a lot of things outside of work and teeth, and love Alan Wong. Yeah, no fear at all. No fear at all. Never had pain. Well, of course, before I went to Alan, I've had some pain, but not after I've been to Alan.
If I need something, he'll tell me. I feel good about it. I trust him. I think he's a very honorable man, and I like doing business with people like that.
At the beginning, I didn't have 2 of my teeth, and so we had to go through a bunch of procedures to first my baby teeth yanked out so the adult teeth can come in. And then we had to go through braces, orthodontics, teeth surgeries, everything to get my teeth in place to where I can get my implants put in, and so that accumulatively took about 10 years. Even when he said it would hurt, it never did. He definitely always had a goal set or an idea of what was going to happen, and there are definitely bumps along the road where I would get a certain disease in my gums and that were unexpected, and he would always be able to figure out how to get past that and figure out where we need to be and how to get there. One time I went in and I didn't eat anything that day, and I felt really lightheaded very dizzy, and so I went into the bathroom and I actually fainted, and all the staff came running to me. Dr. Wong, all of his staff were there supporting me. I thought I was fine, but they definitely made sure I was okay, like helped me get up, they gave me a burrito to get my sugar going, so yeah, they're definitely there for me. I don't think I could ever have a dentist as good as Dr. Wong because he's just so nice. He gives me food. He like made my smile awesome, and he just is. Oh God, he's my homie.
We actually bowled together, and I don't know how the subject came up about dentists, but he asked me about dentists, and I told him that I just can't stand them. I just hate them, you know. And he was like, "Well, what if I had a dentist that would give you a shot, and you would never feel the shot?" And obviously I said, that's impossible. And he gave me his card, and then it was at that point that I realized that he was a dentist, and I've never heard of a bowling dentist before. And lo and behold, he can give a numbing shot, and you will never feel the needle. And we were bowling together, and he just brought up out of the blue, how would you feel about playing chess once a week or once a month? And it's gone, you know, from as little as just me and Alan to probably 10 to 12 people. You know, the trust is absolute, the comfort's absolute, but what makes him probably stand out above all other dentists is how he goes about explaining to you the process and your options. And not only does he explain the options, but he also respects your decisions. Goes patient to patient to patient to patient, right? He's got an excellent team, and they set him up, you know, to win. He comes in there and knocks it out of the park. You know, he's not only a great dentist, but he's a great person.